may have come across this, some of you may not. Don't go and Google it because it is, in fact, something I made up. But fear not, it is made up because it keeps life a little bit simple. So the box theory is exactly this in front of you. Imagine that you have a box around your horse, and each of these are doors. Now, we tend not to have, particularly in dressage, too much problem with the lid, so don't worry about that. But you'll often see horses drop behind your legs, so they drop the back door. Fall in, they fall through the inside door. They open the outside door by falling out, or they may run through the front door or by coming on their forehand, or not listening to the half holds. So the doors, and we've just kind of talked through this, but the doors are that you have a front door, the horse running through your hands or on the forehand. That's what's likely to happen if they've opened that. An inside door, they might be falling in. An outside door, they might be falling out. The back door, they might slow down or have a loss of engagement. And this is the really big point with this, is often you will find that once you shut one door, they will go round and try and open another one. That is horses for you, unfortunately. Our job is to make sure that we are really good at managing the doors. And the ultimate goal, of course, is to be able to keep the horses in the box. But it's a little bit like when we find something hard, you know, you're going to try and find an easier way to do it. And that's what they're doing. That's their nature. If it's something difficult, they are going to try and open a door to make the box a bit bigger again. Your job is to go around and shut all the doors again, so they learn that they all get strong enough to stay in the box. There are times that we will let them out the box, and of course we're not going to ask them to work in the box straight away from the beginning of a session. It's something you work towards, and then you allow them out of towards the end of the session. The box theory was something I invented as another way of describing connection, and I actually invented it a little bit before the connection wheel. So those of you, if you're struggling with the idea of the connection wheel, think about, if we go back to the 3D box theory, imagine that I'm not in there currently, and this is just a 3D box that you can see. If we threw a bouncy ball into that box, at the moment, that is a very definite, tightly shut box. It would bounce around quite quickly, several times before it stopped. If one of the doors was open, it would make it nearer a rectangle. And this would mean, so you probably see the line come further out past G's nose. And you would actually, if we threw the same bouncy ball in with the same amount of power, it would probably go around a few times and then it would stop. That bouncy ball is what energy your leg puts in. If you are putting in the energy, but you've got an open door or the box is getting bigger, there is a high chance that you will have to keep putting it in. And that's where this comes from. Activity is contained power. So if we want to contain the power so we don't have to work as hard, life goals right there, we keep all the doors shut. But it is, of course, a work in progress, and we are only human. So don't be demoralized if you can't keep all the doors shut.